Welcome to the Sam Livecast. It's Monday, and a little something different today. I will be here alone with you answering emails. You know, we get them fairly often, and I don't get a chance to respond to them. Sometimes they're in the form of a Facebook question or a Twitter thing or whatever. But I thought I would do that today. And it's probably good because I was at a wedding this weekend. I'm actually a little bit still kind of under the weather from the celebrating last night. So here we go. Neil from Seattle writes, how do you keep pasta from clumping? It's actually a pretty good question. The number one way, I believe, is that you use way more water than you think. If you have a small pot of water, Neil from Seattle, and you fill that up, the pasta doesn't have a chance to move around. It's not going to cook properly, and the chances of it bumping into another piece of pasta and sticking to it are very, very high. So lots more water. Use a big pot. You can't go wrong. You can never boil too much water to cook your pasta. I mean, I suppose if you make a bathtub's worth, it's going to take a long time, but don't do anything foolish like that. So do that. I mean, follow the directions for cooking time on the package. I always back off by a little bit, 45 seconds maybe. I like it al dente, which means, I think it technically means firm to the tooth or to the bite or something like that. So try not to make it mushy for a start. Use way more water, and then sauce right away. It's nice to put the sauce on the pasta. Drain it back in the pot, add the sauce to it, stir. It's not going to clump. You'll be fine. And if you're not going to use it for a while, if you're trying to do something for later in the day or the next day or something, drain it and then toss it with maybe a tablespoon of really good olive oil. You'll be fine. All right. Aaron, don't know where you're from, Aaron. I was going to say, I assume you're a girl because it's E-R-I-N. Though I do know a boy, E-R-I-N. So we'll go with the sexually ambiguous Aaron writes, how do you keep from crying when cutting onions? Number one, easiest way, have somebody else do it. Seriously, if you can pawn that job off on somebody, then you are way ahead of the game. Number two, if that's not possible, use a super sharp knife. What happens when you cut an onion with a dull knife is that it squeezes the onion and pushes the juice out and it gets up into the air, and that's the problem. They make things called onion goggles. If you want to wear them, you'll look foolish, but you could wear them. They're like ski goggles, but for onions. A little light should go off over your head saying, wait, if they're like ski goggles and I own ski goggles, I could use ski goggles. Yes, you could. Or you could just learn to cut an onion properly with a sharp knife. Or open a window, get a little ventilation going, that kind of thing. I mean, there's all these things, run water, put, something under your top lip. I can't remember what it is, but I think the easiest thing, make sure you have a sharp knife. And on the subject of sharp knives, sharpen your knives, for God's sakes. There's no question here about that. Just do it. Get your knives sharpened, and whether you take them to somebody or whether you do them yourself. And if you're not adept at using a steel, and I don't have an example here. Steel is one of these things that you see Gordon Ramsay showing off with on Hell's Kitchen at the beginning, whatever he does that thing. If you can't do that, and I can't even do that very well, I have one, I almost hardly ever use it, get one of those pull-through things. They're very efficient, but keep your knives sharp. Good idea. Use your knives, sharpen them, then put them away. Then the next time you go to use them, they're ready for you. Like when sexually ambiguous Aaron is going to cut an onion, then they're ready. You don't have to then sharpen your thing. All right. All right, next one. There's no name on this, just an email address that doesn't make sense. LH1978YTT at something. I won't tell you this something. That's interesting. I'm going to assume this person was born in 1978. So we'll just call you 78. Oh, 78 wants to know what part of the green onion, of the scallion, do you use? I should have one here. I probably do. Hold on. I'm back. And I have a scallion. Any recipe that you read of mine, 78, will say, where are we? Will say the white and light green parts only. I stop about here. I cut this little fuzzy end off. I peel this stuff back. I clean it up. And then this is what I use. If I'm going to use this end at all, it's really just merely as a little garnish on top. But in cooking, in a recipe, in a chicken salad, egg salad, Asian, whatever the dish is, cut that off. White and light green parts only. And I call them green onions. The fact that 78 calls them scallions tells me that he or she is from back east. I think I probably read this as green onions, but it had scallions there. So they say scallions back east. I mean, I wouldn't say it out here. Leslie, do I really need to let meat rest before slicing and inserting it? Yes, absolutely. Don't even question it. What happens when you cook is that all the juices really run to the outside. And then if you take the steak off the grill or out of the oven or the broiler or the pan or whatever, and you cut it right then, all the juice is going to run out. And if you ate that steak in the next 4 seconds, it'd probably be fine. But if you wait even a couple of minutes after cutting, like you might if you're having a regular meal, it's going to be dry and it's not going to be any good. Take it off from the cooking place, wherever it was. The juices now reabsorb back into the whole thing and give you a much better, much juicier steak. Especially if you're only eating half of it and putting some back in the fridge for a quesadilla or a taco or something tomorrow. Trust me, you'll be very happy that you did that. It's the best thing to do. And in that few minutes, it's not going to cool down very much at all. If you want to put a piece of foil on top of it, do that. That's what I do, and it keeps the heat in. And the website is mostly black. That's the old website. If you go to thecookingguy.com and it's mostly white, that's our brand new website. And we built it using Squarespace. Squarespace.com is the site builder for regular people that makes it super simple. You don't have to know Java and HTML and all that crazy nonsense that people with glasses and tape in the middle and pocket protectors know how to do. Or people wearing fedoras that live in the Ukraine. Regular everyday people can make a site look gorgeous like our site either does look or will look very soon. Check them out online, squarespace.com. If you buy the service for as little as $8 a month, yes, you can be up and running for as little as $8 a month. Put my name Sam in the little checkout box, you'll get 10% off. And who doesn't like that? Squarespace.com, they're fantastic. They'll make you look good, and they're making us look good, so try them out. Right? Okay. Eric says I usually cook chicken breasts, but is it true that bone-in chicken... Sorry, I usually cook boneless chicken breasts, but is it true that bone-in chicken breasts taste better? Yeah, the general thinking here, Eric, is that anything cooked on the bone or with the bone is tastier. I don't know why. Perhaps if I'd gone to culinary school, I might have had that class one day. But since I didn't go, I missed all of it. I can tell you this, from experience and from all the reading and talking with people that I do, yeah, bone is generally better. But while we're on the topic of chicken breasts, dude, you want to make it tastier? Use a chicken thigh. Now you're talking flavor. And I don't understand that I hate dark meat, I hate light meat thing. I just don't get that. Dark meat's juicier, better, more flavorful. It's delicious, tender, all that kind of stuff. So just try that next time. No name at all. My husband doesn't like onions. What can I substitute, or should I just leave them out? My advice is just get yourself a new husband. It's that simple. Why mess around with something as important as an onion? White onion, yellow onion, red onion. The flavor that onions add to everything. It's amazing. And I'll tell you this, whoever you are. My 20-year-old used to hate onions. He would pick them out of food. If I was making something just for him, I would say onions. He'd say no. Like a burger with grilled onions on it. It's fantastic. So I noticed one day he goes to a burger place here in West Coast called In-N-Out, and he gets animal style that has little bits of onion in it. And I go, well, you like that? He goes, well, yeah, it's an In-N-Out. And I go, well, let me cut up the onions small for this taco. How about that? He goes, okay, that's fine. Cut them up small. He would accept it. Not a big fan of raw onions. I'm okay with that. We started putting little bits of onion in. Now, kids, wide open. Loves the onions. Can't get enough of the onions. Don't let your husband go his whole life with a closed mind to onions. He needs to accept them. They're an important part. And you know what's happening is you're getting screwed in the process. Because where onions will make a difference, you're maybe leaving them out because Mr. Picky doesn't want them. It's time. Start putting them in. Tell him to deal with it. He's a big boy. He's not a little kid anymore. I don't like onions. Too bad. Eat the damn things. Can I leave wine out of your baked risotto? Yes, you can. Just add more broth. But don't. Just a little bit. It's like a quarter cup. And the point at which you add it, it's going to burn off. The alcohol is going to burn off anyway. Just leaving the flavor, which really adds to the whole thing. I mean, look, if it's a religious thing, then fine. Leave it out. Just make sure you make up that broth, that liquid difference in broth. There you go. That can be your answer for anything where there's wine. But I'm telling you, unless it's the last thing that gets added, like drizzled over the top, the alcohol is going to be gone. You won't have to worry about it. I just realized I sound like I have a cold, and I don't. I have leftover from a wedding party in my head. That's what I have going on right now. And by the way, speaking of the baked risotto, if you haven't made it, you should make it because it's really simple. And if there's any chefs, well, there's going to be no. If there's a chef listening, don't get all up in my grill about this. Some people might not want to stand at a stove and stir in brothfuls of broth till it absorbs in the risotto and then add again and again and again. Making risotto can be a little time-consuming, a little pain in the ass. I would rather people eat risotto my way than not have it at all because they don't want to spend the time. So, chef uptight. If you're out there, just back up a little bit. Leave them alone. Isn't it better that people are cooking in the first place? Look, I'm getting mad at some imaginary chef. I get like this. I get passionate about this. So, forget about that. Let them do what they're going to do. Make the baked risotto. It's delicious. You will like that. Alan and Julie write. Alan. Allin. Why would your parents do that to you? How often is that a problem? And I'm going to guess every day. You tell somebody your name, Alan, they're going to write Allen or Allan or Allan. There's only 3 ways I know you can spell it. I've learned a 4th way, Allin. And Julie, spelled Juli, which I guess is okay. Love your recipes. We make them all the time. But we noticed that you don't specify salted or unsalted butter. What should we use, or does it matter? Look, I'm not a baker. If I baked, it may be important to specify. And the baking kind of things that are on my website and my books and stuff, no, it doesn't matter at all. I only buy salted butter. And know this, salted butter isn't salty. You don't taste it and go, oh, there's a ton of salt in that. It has a little bit of salt added to it. And you know, salt used the right way adds flavor. Here's my reasoning. I don't want to buy 2 types of butter. I don't want to make a mistake, come down one morning, toast a bagel, and put unsalted butter on it and go, oh, yuck, I hate this. So I only buy salted butter. I don't think it's problematic. Important chefs, people that really care about those things, they'll tell you salted, unsalted when it makes a difference. Any recipe that somebody sent me that said unsalted butter, I've made with salted butter. It's never made a difference. Okay, and I think that's it. How long have we gone? What have we done here? 15 minutes. Okay, so look, we've been keeping the live cast shorter. We're trying to figure out what makes sense. Many people have said they like the longer versions, the talking, blah, 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 blah. We've noticed that the shorter ones are the ones that get lots more views on the internet because they can be shared, stuff like that. We're trying to figure out what makes sense. If there's something in particular that you like, please let us know. I know some of you have. I've asked this before. If you like this format, I won't say I'll do this all the time, but the question-answer thing, love it. And if you have questions, send them to info@thesamlivecast.com or info at the cooking guide. Go to thecookingguy.com, which, by the way, the website will be brand spanking new, hopefully within the next week and a half or so. We're really should be under the 2-week mark now. So you want to go to the website, and you can always reach out to us from there. There's a contact thing you can hit, and it will come to us, and we'll get it. And I like this. This is good. It's really useful, I think. I think for people watching, I think it's good information. And hopefully it should do what I always want to do. Take some of the stigma, the secrecy, the little special cooking clubness out of it. You should be cooking more often. It's better for you. You got to know how to do it. It's way damn cheaper, right? So do that. I say to people that come up to me and they say they like the show, and I go, "Do you cook?" And they go, "No." I go, "So do this. At least twice a month, make somebody's recipes. I don't care if they're mine. I mean, of course I'd like them to be mine. And if you don't cook, mine are perfect because my shit's easy. But it doesn't matter. I'd just rather people start to cook. All right? Simple as that. Pick a recipe. If you don't cook at all, do this. Grilled peanut butter and jelly. Whole wheat bread. I mean, if you like white bread, use that. But really, this is really good with whole wheat. Good whole wheat bread. Peanut butter, jelly. Close it up like you're going to make a sandwich and just eat it. Then butter the outside and make it like a grilled cheese. I'm telling you what the heat does to the bread and the butter and the sandwich and the peanut butter and the jelly get gooey inside. It's ridiculous. So I'll start with that. At the very worst thing that happens is at the end of a year, you've got 24 new recipes in your Hocus that you can pull out anytime you want. And Hocus is my brother-in-law Brian's expression for like pocket bag, whatever. So it's a little family thing that I've now shared with you because you're like family, even though I can't see you. All right, thanks for writing in. Do that. Watch the live cast more of it. Let us know what you like. And if you like this, I'll definitely do more of these for you. All right? Okay, thanks. I think that's it. I got nothing else. See you Wednesday. Normal live cast again. Recipes and stuff. Okay, see you.